Peace comes from within, but the mind is often a storm. It wanders, it judges, it overthinks, and it distracts us from the present moment. But what if I told you that the key to peace lies not in changing the world around you, but in understanding the world within? Today, I want to share with you some insights on how to control our mind and find the stillness we all seek. Control. We all desire it. We think that controlling everything around us will give us peace. But the truth is, the only thing we can truly control is our own mind. This is the first lesson I learned on my journey as a monk. When I first began, my mind was like a wild horse. It ran in every direction, unrestrained, leaving me exhausted and anxious. Perhaps you know that feeling too, feeling scattered, overwhelmed, as if there are 1,000 thoughts pulling you in different directions. So how do we tame this wild mind? The first step is awareness. Think of your mind as a noisy room. How can you ever find clarity if you don't first acknowledge the noise? The first practice I adopted was mindfulness. Mindfulness means paying attention to the present moment, without judgment, without distraction. It's about observing your thoughts, feelings, and sensations without getting caught up in them. To truly understand your mind, you must become its observer. Imagine you are sitting by a river, watching the water flow. Sometimes the current is fast and rough, and other times it's calm and still. Your thoughts are like that river. Some days they rush by quickly, others they stagnate. But if you can observe them without judgment, without reacting, you can create distance between you and the chaos. The more you practice mindfulness, the easier it becomes to sit in stillness, no matter how turbulent the mind becomes. Another important lesson I learned was patience. You see, our minds are like a garden. If we let weeds grow, they will take over. But if we tend to our garden with care, it will flourish. Likewise, with our thoughts, we must cultivate positive and constructive ones while uprooting negativity. But this takes time. Just as a garden doesn't bloom overnight, your mind won't change in a day. It requires patience, dedication, and practice. One of the most powerful tools I discovered is contemplation. To control your mind, you must not only observe it, but also reflect on it. Ask yourself, what is my mind constantly focused on? Is it the past, filled with regrets, or the future, filled with anxiety? The present is the only moment we truly have, yet it often slips away unnoticed because our minds are so preoccupied. By regularly taking time to reflect on your thoughts, you can gradually shift your focus back to the present. And then there's surrender. We often try so hard to control everything, our thoughts, our emotions, our circumstances. But sometimes true control comes not from effort, but from surrendering to what is. When you stop fighting your mind, you stop giving it power. Instead of resisting your thoughts, allow them to come and go like passing clouds. With surrender, the mind finds peace, for peace doesn't lie in control, but in acceptance. Remember, the mind is a wonderful tool, but like any tool, it must be used wisely. Don't let it control you. Learn to guide it with awareness, patience, contemplation, and surrender. It is through these practices that we find true inner peace. And in that peace, we discover who we truly are. May your mind be calm, and may your heart be at peace. Take these teachings into your day, and observe how your thoughts shift. The journey may be long, but every step brings you closer to the peace you seek. If you found these teachings helpful, please like this video, share it with those who might benefit from it, and subscribe for more lessons on mindfulness, personal growth, and inner peace. Remember, the mind is your greatest ally. Learn to master it, and you will find freedom.